Hello everybody and welcome back to X4, where I decided to take the NPCs very, very seriously when they said to be careful on this. What is this difficulty of this mission? Medium? Let's see here. Yeah, this is a medium difficulty mission. But I decided to take the NPCs very, very seriously, and not only did I call in the first carrier group here, this is our carrier right here. That's whatever. That's fine, but that's also a little ambitious. I mean, there's a lot of them over here, and that's because we've seen a fair number of Xenon in this area, I suspect. But we've got our Behemoth Vanguards flanking out there, but I also decided to double our amount of destroyers in a carrier group. So we currently have coming in over here. Yeah, we don't have anything to hide, other than the fact that we are literally flying a carrier group through your space, but they seem okay with that, honestly. So we've got another Behemoth Vanguard on its way in over here, although it seems to have stopped moving. For reasons. They've stopped moving, it would seem, but that's okay. So we're going to go ahead and tell our carrier to go through the jump gate. But we are going to go through the jump gate first, just as a little bit of a scout. So we're going to head on over. And I may overshoot here. No, we're good. Fantastic.
Entering system. Faulty logic.
You know how to do this, just try not to get hit.
What am I trying not to get hit by? Presumably asteroids. Okay, so here's the thing. The carrier group is really slow, so we're just going to tell them to come right here. And I also want to select them and make sure that they don't have that previous order. Fly to object. Yeah, we're just going to get rid of that. And they're just going to fly into the system for right now. And I think I have my guidance open right now, so we should probably set this to active. Okay, so we need to follow the dead drop signal, which is apparently way out over there. So, to that end, let's go ahead and... Where exactly is this? Interesting that it's not showing up on the map. Well, I'm going to tell the carrier group to go about there, and then we can change that if necessary. We do have our single elite Vanguard escorting us right now, just in case we need a small-sized ship. But the carrier group will be along shortly. Okay, and those behemoths are now on their way in. Fantastic. This is definitely a little overkill. Oh, hello. Goodbye, mining ship. You're not going to be long for this world. And it's dead. Wonderful.
Autopilot.
Okay,
Engaged.
so let's pop open the autopilot here, and let's just make our way to this unknown object, where I'm sure we don't actually need the carrier group, but I just think it's funny to have it along, if I'm honest. These don't look like standard asteroids to me. These look like burned out ship hulls. That's spooky. This is called Faulty Logic, so it's definitely a kind of spooky location. There is some Holy Order of the Pontifex stuff around. Just going to adjust our order for the carrier group slightly. I'm guessing... Oh, hello.
Autopilot. Engaged.
We need to go to the superhighway over this way, which is red. That is intriguing. Okay. We will tell our carrier group to follow us. Oh, there we go. There's our mission with the free families done. That didn't actually bump us to 20.
K.
Okay, that's spooky. We're just going to slide on by. Those appear to be carriers. We're going to stick close to the defense platform until we're sure that we're needed for right now. I don't want to touch that Xenon solar power plant. And we'd probably accidentally attack them with that order, so we're going to do this. We're currently apparently in combat with something. But yeah, these guys are just going to stick by the Holy Order of the Pontifex defense platform. It looks like there was something that they engaged over here, the fighter screen. Okay. Well, I don't know where the autopilot is currently taking us.
Autopilot.
I'm going to turn it off
disengaged.
and see where we're supposed to be going.
Superhighway.
Through this
unknown
accelerator.
Sector.
Okay. Well, we'll pop over through here. Did our escort get killed? It did not. It's just kind of chilling. Okay. We'll pop through here, and if we need to bring in our... If we need to bring in our fleet, we can. But there's just a Holy Order cipher
Touch
right
down
here.
and make a run for it. How did those maniacs even get here?
Okay. So we need to dock at this?
Out of docking range.
What is this location? Tracker mines.
Docking granted.
Okay. Luckily, we can dock in an M-sized ship. How did those maniacs even get here?
Odysseus. Sentinel.
Awaiting orders.
This thing's kind of outrunning us. Okay, this thing's definitely outrunning us. Okay, now it's waiting for us, looks like. Good. It took a mine hit. It's taking multiple mine hits.
Successfully docked.
It's almost like it's about to blow up. Okay.
Nemesis. Vanguard.
And there's the package, waiting for you on the dock, just as Gride said it would be.
Well, this is safe. Okay, it's off over this way. I think this ship is currently at 1% hull, so I'm kind of concerned.
Nice.
Okay.
Now, we'd better get on and deliver it. Let's hope the reward Gride promised was worth all the trouble.
Indeed, let's. Through the accelerator we go.
Entering faulty logic. 1.
Okay, so the question is,
Autopilot.
did our
Engaged.
escort ship survive? And I don't want that order to be there. Surprisingly, yes. Although it's not following us. I guess I'll just have it defend us.
Joining squad.
There we go. The autopilot's method of leaving superhighways is always exciting to watch. It's just like, you know, we'll lift off and then we'll go straight through it. Because that makes sense. Of course, the autopilot just generally does interesting
Rotate.
things.
Holy vision.
So, we're about 150 kilometers out here. This is going to be... Okay, this is jumping back to Holy Vision. So we'll take our carrier back through over here. Since it's apparently not necessary. We didn't get attacked, we just flew into a minefield. Kind of got lucky that I just flew straight to the location and never got a mine hit. Of course, they were all substantially either above us or below us, but I did notice that it only seemed to be attracted to the ship we were landing on, so maybe they were specifically made to only attack L-sized ships? Who knows? At any rate, here's the safety of our carrier group. Fantastic. And we'll just pop on back through here, and our carrier group will withdraw. I'm sure the Holy Order of the Pontifex appreciated us garrisoning their defense platform for a little bit.
Entering system. Holy vision.
Wonderful. So, autopilot. What's your plan here? Interesting. You just wanted a good run at the superhighway, I guess. I mean, that was a good entrance to the superhighway, as far as entrances go. Better than some of the ones I've done, that's for sure. So we're heading to the Paranid Trading Station. That's fine. While the autopilot guides us there, is it taking us back on the superhighway? What trading station is it taking us to? Oh, this one. Autopilot, please don't go through the gate. This is going to be interesting. What's your plan here, autopilot? Really? The autopilot can just fly through the gate without going through. Okay, whatever. We'll take it. So we're going to be leaving the highway right about now. So let's go ahead and queue up while we're flying over a couple more trades over in Split Space.
Autopilot disengaged.
Because, and yeah, I'm building additional Behemoth Vanguards to fill out our other carrier groups. This one's already done. This one is going to be embiggened, shall we say. But for right now, we've only got... Oh, no, we have the 2 Mercury Vanguards. I was confused by the Mammoth Vanguard. Okay, let's queue ourselves up a few trades here. So I'm going to do 1, 2, and also 3. Wonderful. This doesn't look like the Split Trading Station, autopilot.
Engaged.
Okay. Now we're heading to the Split Trading Station. I thought that seemed a little strange. And then we're going to grab our second Mercury Vanguard here, and we're also going to queue up 3 purchases of engine parts while we're on the way, just so that we're continuing to build up some reputation with the free families. And of course, the moment we hit rank 20, we can start constructing their fleet for them. So that'll be perfect.
Autopilot disengaged.
Autopilot, you are doing some interesting things right now. Let's just fly over here manually, shall we? I like how we got overshot by our escort.
Vanguard.
I mean, our escort is, I think, technically supposed to be in front of us right now. Okay, so we are about 50 kilometers out as of right now. And hopefully we'll hit rank 20 with the free families here pretty soon. I'm not actively trying to hit it right now, though, of course. And here we are at the trading station. Wonderful.
Awaiting orders.
Yeah, you will be, won't you? We kind of don't have anything for you to do. Let's have you start getting to a bit more of a central location. Like, fly to right here, and then you can hop on a superhighway and go wherever you need to.
Docking granted.
Okay. Just head on over here and deliver our cipher. That was surprisingly good as far as a boost goes for me. I didn't ram into anything and got almost exactly where I needed to go. I'll take it.
Successfully docked.
Okay.
It's an honor to have you on board.
Yeah, you just said half of that. But okay, whatever. No guidance. Now there's guidance. Okay. Wonderful. I was a little confused because there was guidance to the elevator and then there wasn't guidance once we left the ship. But it just took a little while to pop in. Okay, so we're heading to the bar, apparently. Oh, this seems safe. Of course, this entire quest line has seemed safe.
I see you're still alive. What a pleasant surprise.
Here's the cipher you asked for.
So that concludes your end of the bargain. If I remember correctly, that means I owe you a few more answers.
Well, it looks like this is the important one. I guess we'll ask her about herself at this point, because why not? What's your story?
Oh, how nice of you to ask. I was a pilot myself, you know, back in the days before the gate shut down. I served one of the greatest minds who ever lived. What I wouldn't do to bring them back.
Well, that was vague. Why the ambush?
Oh, yes, sorry about that, dear. In my line of work, you can never be too careful about who you associate with. If you ever find yourself facing the kind of impossible ends I'm up against, you might look back fondly at our little encounter.
Maybe, but why this job?
An excellent question, my dear. The item you brought me has some sentimental value. There is someone I've been yearning to see for one last time. You've proven yourself to be pretty dependable, so let me add another piece of the map to your little scavenger hunt. If you do indeed find what you seek out there at the end of the galaxy, I might just let you meet that person too.
Uh-huh.
Huh. About that errand. Did we actually need the EMP for anything but our little snooping operation? Anyway, I'll add Gride's data to your navigation system.
Okay. So we need to head on back then. We need to investigate her lead. We'll go ahead and teleport back to the less crappy ship. Goodbye, Bar. Hello, less crappy ship. Goodbye, Captain. That's always very awkward. Okay, let's check in on the status of our last Behemoth Vanguard build here. That's 6 minutes away. Okay, that's fine. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised how quickly those have built up. I guess getting those extra docking bays and drones really made a lot of difference. I'm not hugely surprised by that, but these have built up quite quickly. I'm okay with that. So we've got this Behemoth Vanguard here, we've got this one, and then we've got Elite Vanguards that are intended for those. You'll notice I made these Elite Vanguards rather than Eclipse Vanguards. These are intended to be interception ships. And in the third carrier group, let's actually go ahead and change the Alpha group here. I changed this in the others to Attack with Commander. And then inside of the Behemoth Vanguards, these Eclipse Vanguards, which of course are heavy fighters currently set to Interception, I'm going to go ahead and change those over to Attack with Commander. So the Behemoth Vanguards in Alpha group here are going to, in fact, be our aggressive options. And then the Behemoth Vanguards that I'm putting in Delta group are set to defense with Elite Vanguards on Interception. I feel like that's just a little bit more balanced of an approach than the very defensive approach that the original iteration of the carrier groups was. And of course, a fleet, in terms of my doctrine, consists of these carrier groups. And I might have a fleet consist of 5 carrier groups. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards right now. So we'll need to replicate these 2 more times. But that's not a huge deal. We are, of course, still in the progress of constructing our own fleet, but that's fine. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the large GE shipyard, and we're going to get ourselves a few more Behemoth Vanguards, and we're going to put those on high preset, and we'll need 8 more of these. So we'll just queue those up, and it'll be a while before they come in, but that's okay. We'll confirm that. In the XL shipyard, we will go ahead and build ourselves 2 additional Colossus Vanguards, although we could, I suppose, do Condors or Raptors. Raptors are a much, much tougher carrier. Well, not really tougher, but much more in terms of small docks, and there's only the one medium dock. But 21 small docks. It's an interesting option, to be sure. Whereas the Condors have 6 small docks and 3 medium docks, and the Colossus has 4 mediums and 8 smalls. This is a decent backbone to the fleet. So maybe we should have 3 Colossus Vanguards escorted by Behemoths, and then perhaps 2 Raptors escorted by the same Behemoths. That might be a little bit more flexible of a fleet. We can high preset this up, And then we can grab ourselves 2 of these, and those will take quite a while to build. We'll confirm that order, and we'll need to also order in roughly 1 million vehicles for these. So the Behemoth Vanguards here, we have ordered in how many of these? We've ordered in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 currently. And that is because one of them is intended for this. So we have 8 Behemoth Vanguards, and those Behemoth Vanguards have 4 S-Docks. Okay. So that's all well and good. So 4 S-Docks, and we'll make half of these be Elite Vanguards, so 16 Elites, and we will also want 16 Eclipse Vanguards. So we'll just go to our small medium wharf, and we will buy ourselves some Elite and Eclipse Vanguards. We'll high preset these, and we will order 16 of these. Yes, I realize not enough resources on the station. We will also, and I didn't actually need to close that, but we will also go ahead and order ourselves Eclipse Vanguards. We'll add those to our shopping list, and we will order 16 of those as well. Okay, so there's our escort craft, and now we need the Raptors. The Raptors, if I recall correctly, had 21 in terms of its small docks, correct? Yes, 21 small docks and 1 medium dock. So we will need, from our SM Wharf, we'll go to Build Ships, and we will order in 2 Nemesis Vanguards. High preset. So 2 of those. And we'll confirm that. And then I think we will do something along the lines of... Let's see here. We're going to still use Eclipse and Elite Vanguards, but I think we will do something along the lines of 11 Eclipse Vanguards. So we'll actually need 22 of those, because we need 2, 1 for each group of Raptors. And then, so we'll need to get ourselves an additional 2 high preset Eclipse Vanguards. There we go. And then we will get ourselves 20 high preset Elite Vanguards. Okay, so that'll take some time to finish all that up. That'll be for sure. But once that is all done, then we will have ourselves our additional 2 carrier groups, which will complete our Grand Exchange fleet. Wonderful. So we have our 2 Behemoth Vanguards done here, so let's go ahead and get these Elite Vanguards assigned to them for interception. Right there. And we actually need these 4. There we go. We'll assign them to this Behemoth Vanguard for interception in the Alpha group. Wonderful. And then these 2 will be assigned to the 3rd carrier group to defend commander in the Delta group. Wonderful. Can we rename these groups? Okay. That's kind of a wish list thing for me. Just for organizational purposes, being able to rename these groups would be pretty cool. It's not a high priority thing, but just being able to rename this from Delta group to like Defense group and Gamma group to something entirely different. Now these are Eclipse Vanguards here rather than Elite Vanguards. These Gamma groups should probably be flipped over to attack, realistically, especially since we're planning on this being with the Raptors. So we'll have the Gamma group flip to attack in all of these. And that was only 2. This Gamma group. Nope. This Gamma group. Attack with Commander in the Gamma group. Wonderful. And yes, we have the Gamma Group and the Delta Group doing the same thing, but they're separated because this is the Nemesis Vanguards, or rather, this is the Elite Vanguards, and the Delta Group is the escort ships, rather than the ships actually on the primary carrier itself. Fantastic. So that should get our first fleet done eventually. And we are going to need to follow up on this lead, but we're also out of time for this episode. So I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in here, and next episode we will progress with our fleet development, and then we are going to presumably continue this storyline, unless I decide to break something with my shiny new fleet. But I'll probably just continue the storyline. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.